When the people came, the Surinamis told us this. They said they thought they were coming with issues, but when they heard ours, they figured that they don't have anything to really say.
They don't have no issues. We have these, and they were wondering why the Guyanese students, the University of Guyana students, they were the ones who were putting forward the most issues.
Well,
they had all that.
Recently, we know that the president of Suriname came over, and President Jack Doe took him to Kane campus, which is a newer campus, I must say. But when President Chavez and President Lulu came, right there at Turkine, he didn't say, well, let's go to the University of Guyana campus. Are we embarrassed to take our...
No, the reason why he couldn't take him in there because the road was in a deplorable, the road is in a deplorable state. They did patches, but the patches doesn't last for too long.
The fact of the matter is that Tane's campus is 8 years away. Ahead of Turkine campus. That is the reality. It may have to do with the fact that it's a smaller campus, that it was built recently, but the fact of the matter is it is far ahead of Turkine. But I look at that from another standpoint. Whatever the president's schedule is, he sets that. I don't dictate that for him. But as a parent, as a father, I think the graduation at Turkine is one of the major events on the national calendar. And I would have had to be dead or dying as a father to have missed my children's graduation. When my son has a PTA, I am there. This morning he had a Christmas walkabout his school area. I want to be there at those seminal moments in his life to cheer him on. And these are children, these are students who would have spent 4 years in a less than perfect system. Mind you, we have excellent lecturers and all of that, but the system is a less than perfect one. God, who would have struggled through all of that and against the odds made it through.
Well, I wouldn't agree that we have all our lecturers are excellent. I wouldn't agree to that.
Well, the point here, though, you're right. I mean, as government officials and as servants, I mean, anyone in government needs to serve society. And as you said, 1,200 young people graduating. It was an embarrassing situation for anyone of us that have gone to university and have graduated not to see or welcome by the system that is supposed to take care of us in the future. I want to switch now to some solutions. One of our big issues that I've been campaigning on is radical economic transformation. I mean, Ganesh, you are a geology engineering student, and I think there's some future in our system, you know, with oil, which we need to rapidly get to. We need uranium, which is a good product that will help change our country. Sure, you're a communication major, and Jane is doing public management. What are the solutions? And each one of you can have one of our future. What is the one thing you want to see done in Guyana that when, and it's your turn, I public to know, this is what you're seeing here is our future. They're the ones that will lead us. When I'm in my rocking chair and you sitting at home and around the world looking at what is happening to Guyana, these are the individuals that must be involved in changing a country for the better. For your 2-year son, as you said, yeah. I'm proud of what you said, because if he comes up and finds it the same way it was 18 years from now, you would have failed. And that's what we all across our country, we need to get together to work to make this better. So, gotta start with you. What is our solutions?
Well, let me just tell you first of all that if 10 or 15 years from now we are at the same stage that we are right now, or we're worse than this, I'll have no other choice but to run. I have no other choice but to run.
Our job is to make sure you don't run.
Exactly. But I think that we need to work more as a team, because a team can aim towards one objective. Partnership, exactly. We need to work as a team so that we can go towards the same goal, and that is to develop. We need to see more transparency, more accountability, more affordability, more applicability. We need to see those things. We don't need to just speak it. We need to see it. We need to be flawless, which might be difficult because we all are going to be subject to mistakes sometime along the line. But there are some critical mistakes that have been made that are very much out there, and people speak on them, and when they speak on them, they're being victimized.
Yes.
Look at the Evan Passat case in the University of Guyana. Look at the same loan issue that we're having here right now. Look at the state of the University of Guyana. So we need to work as a team.
That's good.
And
Yes.
to come down more, to explore it more at a point, the University of Guyana administration and the government of Guyana needs to work as a team so that we can have a proper education system.
I like that, and I hope they're listening. Jane, what?
Okay, my solution for a better Guyana is to focus more on education, starting at the lower level, primary, nursery, in which we can mold our young children to come up and become something better in life.
I think part of the solution is our basket that we offer to the region and to ourselves. I think we have to start thinking more technologically as against our heavy dependence on a narrow range of crops. I think the initiative that is out there by our president with I think 90,000 laptops countrywide. I would say to that our administration, let the first 5,000 start at UG, the students that really need it. I would say let the first 5,000 start there. These are students who are working under intense circumstance, and who better needs it than these young people who are there. And so when we have to start that shift. Trinidad has wisely recognized they're running out of oil. That is like us saying that sugar won't always be the main thing, and we have to start thinking beyond that. Some Asian states have also looked at the same issue of running out of certain natural things, right? And they are shifting the economy to gear for that.
And as we close this program, we didn't have a chance to take your calls, and I think we've got to continue the discussion, guys. I hope maybe Wednesday or next Friday we can do this again and take some of the calls from the young people around the country that may want to call in. I know we're out of time, but as we think through what you heard today, and if you're watching at home and you have young children in UG or whether they're in high school or primary school, it is our job to ensure that they have a better future. But if we're not doing that today, they will be in the same situation as my colleagues around the table here have said. They are fighting for things that we all have to be fighting for: better university, better education system. We have to go back to what I call our Guyanese dream, a Guyanese dream where we want the basic things in life. What are those? We want a better home. We want safe transportation for children. We want the ability to find a decent job, a decent income. So when I graduate from high school, or go into a technical school, or become a mason or a carpenter, whatever that may be, I have the ability to take care of my family. So with that, I thank you, Sharad, for joining us. Jane, I appreciate it. Ganesh, and again, this is our future, and I'm excited to be part of it. I want to be part of it. I think it's enthusiastic to see individuals such as these dynamic young individuals take charge of their destiny, and a destiny that will create our today. Thank you. Join us again next Wednesday at 12:30 live on this station and CNS6.tv. God bless you, and have a great weekend.
A government which does not waste the people's money. That is essential for having a lean government.
Has this been achieved in the last 18 years? Get to know Guyana's People Partnership. Plan for a better today. Together we will.